The truth of the Visitor Reality Unknown has been revealed. So as you know, in the latest Breakpoint story quests known as the Order's Story and Interference, the Visitor Reality Unknown, the same one back in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 4 OG, has arrived in the Chapter 7 island of the Golden Coast with his rocket landing at Classified Canyon. And when interacting with his audio log, we hear a conversation between him and the Order. And let's just say, things get interesting. During their conversation with each other, the Order is happy to see the Visitor again, but remembers him a bit taller. And according to the Visitor Reality Unknown, the Order that he sees isn't the one that he was expected to meet while answering her distress call, saying that they came from different realities, possibly from different timelines. Not only this confirms that the Visitor Reality Unknown isn't exactly our visitor back all those years ago, but this even confirms that Fortnite OG is exactly an alternate timeline, which does explain why the characters in Fortnite OG are acting very differently. Such as, for example, the Visitor Reality Unknown remembering Risky Reels and Dusty Divot back in Chapter 1 Season 4 OG, Rift Reaver Drift remembering his relationship with Bright Bomber back in Chapter 1 Season 5 OG, and the Ice King coming back with vengeance currently in Chapter 1 Season 7 OG. So this does explain a lot of things. So, even though that the Visitor and the Order are from different timelines, they have one common enemy, and that's the Dark Voyager. And the Visitor Reality Unknown says to her that no matter what happens, no matter where they came from, the Seven stands together. And now they have to face the one common enemy, which is the Dark Voyager. However, things take a very unexpected turn. The Visitor Reality Unknown wants us to speak with the Order, because according to him, she's pursuing the Dark Voyager alone. In his timeline, the Imagine is the impetuous one, meaning that she's acting very rationally and not patient. This is actually the first time we get more information about the Visitor Reality Unknown's timeline, especially about his version of the Imagined, which is very interesting. However, the Order tells him that she's fine, and even telling us to ignore the Visitor Reality Unknown and continue reconning the area about what we're supposed to do next in order to stop the Dark Voyager. However, the Visitor Reality Unknown knows this and tells her that we don't know what the Dark Voyager is capable of, which is 100% true. We don't know what the Dark Voyager is capable of. And we had to proceed with caution, but the Order continues to ignore him. And this is where things get a lot worse. So, after eliminating opponents at Classified Canyon, the Visitor Reality Unknown wants the Order to stop pursuing the Dark Voyager. And the Order asks him what makes him think that he can give her orders. And this is where the Visitor tells us more information of what he was doing when before the Dark Voyager arrived. He says that he's been pursuing the Dark Voyager after this burnout stars in crumbling realities. And this means that this does explain a lot of things, what the Visitor Reality Unknown was doing before the Dark Voyager arrived. He was pursuing him throughout burnout stars and destroyed realities, which is something very dangerous. And if he would have done something to the Dark Voyager, he would have done it already. But he hasn't, because he doesn't know what the guy's capable of. And the Order, again, just completely ignores him, even wondering what he is capable of. And this is where the final straw lies. So, after investigating the Zero Point Shard's mysterious effects, the Visitor Reality Unknown tells the Order that she's becoming more reckless, that her hubris and recklessness is endangering the mission, that she's becoming like her sister, the Imagined, and asks her what would she think of what she's doing right now. And the Order says that the Imagined will understand what she is doing. But the Visitor Reality Unknown asks, which is something very odd, asks the Order, has she learned nothing after losing her? And the Order says that after knowing that she is gone, that she will continue what she has to do best, even if it means acting recklessly and endangering the lives of people in the Chapter 7 island. Which is very, very cold and just wow. But, however, there's one thing all of us have been wondering. When the Visitor Reality Unknown says to the Order, has she learned nothing after losing the Imagined, all of us were now wondering, how does he know about that? How does he know that our Imagined is dead, even though it hasn't happened yet in his timeline? Well, if you talk to the Visitor Reality Unknown and classify Kanan where his rocket is, he reveals that the reason why he knows about our Imagine's death was because he was reading the Seven's logs in the original timeline and discovers that the Seven in this timeline had well intentions, such as attempting to free the Zero Point, exposing it to his enemies. And well-intentioned actions lead to disastrous consequences, such as the downfall of the Seven in the original timeline. So this does explain why the Visitor Reality Unknown from the OG timeline knows about the Imagine's death in the original timeline, because he read the original Seven's logs, even questioning himself, saying that what if his Seven in his timeline will be remembered as heroes or as fools to attempt to free the Zero Point in their timeline, which is something. This does actually explains why he was growing concerned about the Order, because he was now wondering if his Seven would be heroes in his timeline or not. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching this video. That's all I need to know what's going on with the Visitor Reality Unknown in the Order. With that said, comment down below what your favorite things to do with Fortnite, creativity, buying players, Fortnite Blister, Fortnite Reload, the rival Fortnite Chapter 1 C7 OG. Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!